What will I do when I become a multimillionaire? How would my life be and what would I do? Well, it depends on how many millions I got. I would, if I got 3 or 4 million, then I'm going to be very careful about what I do. But I would definitely have at least 3 of my dream cars, if not 4. That would be a Lamborghini Urus truck, and I want them candy painted with rims on them. 26s preferably, but if I had to do 24 so I keep the ride good, I would do on that car. A Rolls Royce Dawn convertible and a McLaren Spider S convertible. Also candy painted with rims on it. Rolls Royce would definitely have 26s on it. All my cars, I want to have a sound system in it. All of them. And a Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider or a Lamborghini Aventador. I want both cars. And they also need to be convertible. I don't believe in spending all that money on a car and it's not convertible. So, or it don't got room. Like everybody can't be comfortable. My dream car list, I would definitely have all my jewelry as well. And I would be in at least, if not $1.5 million home, $1.5 million home, I would be in a $500,000 home. I would eat out maybe once or twice every 2 weeks. Wouldn't go crazy. I like home cooked stuff, but I do like to eat at certain places. But if I would eat at those places, I would eat at them places all the time. I would have a gym in my house, a state-of-the-art gym in my house. I estimate the gym will run me about $250,000, about the price of a Lamborghini Urus. So if I could get one of those, I could definitely do me a gym in my house. And I would have a YouTube studio in my house to make videos. And a gym to shoot videos and for me to work out so I wouldn't miss no workouts. And I wouldn't have to worry about if a gym closed. I'd be able to work out day and night, and I'd be able to film videos day and night of what I want to film and how I want to film it. So when I become a multimillionaire, that's what I'm going to do. Now, that's if I had 4 million in that range. But if I had, let's say, 20 million, I would have a little bit more. I'd have at least 7 of my dream cars, if not 10 of them. Then to the fleet, I would add for an additional 3 cars to the 4 I already have, which would be the Lamborghini, which would be the Rolls Royce Dawn, the McLaren, the Lamborghini Urus truck, the McLaren Spider S convertible, and the Rolls Royce Dawn convertible, and the Lamborghini Huracan convertible. Now I will have the Lamborghini Aventador convertible, and I would have the Rolls Royce Cullinan truck, and I would also have the Maybach S650 convertible. And if I was to go with one more car for my everyday driver, it would be a Dodge Demon 170. I really like the Demon 170 for everyday driving. And on that, I would also have 26s. I would have 26s or 24s on that car. All of them candy painted, all of them with rims and with sound systems. I want all of them to have sound systems. That would be my little fleet. That would be my little car. I wouldn't mind the Benz truck, the G-Wagon. I wouldn't mind one of those, the little box Safari Benz trucks too. But I don't know. They look good with big rims, but I ain't never really been a big fan of them. But they are fast and they do look comfortable. So for Jeep wise, I would probably want one of those just to have a Jeep. And if I had to go with a big car to have room, I would say an Escalade. I would also have an Escalade. I would have a Diamond Grill by Johnny Dang. I would have a good dentist because I would take care of my teeth before I did the Diamond Grill. All my jewelry. 2-pound chains, 2 3-pound chains, and 2 5-pound chains. Each group of chains will have an all diamond chain. Let's just say I would probably even just do 3 2-pounds, 3 3-pounds, and 3 5-pounds. And what I would do is for each one in the group, I would diamond out one whole chain with a pendant. So each one would have a diamond chain of white gold with diamonds on it. Because I like white gold when it comes to diamonds. It makes the diamonds pop a little bit more. I'm pretty good with jewelry. I've been dealing with jewelry since I was a kid. I would also have a jeweler's license. I would have a house down in Miami, and I would have a house up in Fort Lauderdale. I like Fort Lauderdale. I didn't like it at first, but I like it. It's quiet. It's cool. And I like drives. So with the cars, I could definitely get some drives. And you got a lot of beaches in between there and here, and the beaches are nice. Now with that money, I'd probably get out about 2 times a week. 2 times a week, 4 times a month. Sometime I might not feel like cooking, and sometime I just might want to grab me something I really like and be able to just eat. Have them cook it in front of me, like I can see it and just eat. And I'd have my big diamond bracelet. I'd have 3 Rolexes. I would have my music out worldwide. It'd take me about 60,000 to put it out the way I want to put it out. But it would be worldwide for sure. And I would have some rental properties in Texas and some rental properties in North Florida. Maybe a few in maybe a property or 2 up in Panama City or Fort Walton Beach area. And I would have some in Palm Bay and in Melbourne area. And maybe 1 or 2 in Titusville area. And then I would have other properties in Texas. Texas would be a place I would definitely buy property because you get a lot of land for your money over there. Now I would have a lot of duplex homes in Texas. And I would have my rental car business with Turo. I would have a rental car business that I would use through them. And I'd have me about, my goal was always like 30 cars. 30 cars would be pretty good for renting. Not, and I don't think I would go exotic with them because I don't want to have to be maintenance and all of that stuff. But I got insurance on everything. It makes good money. I probably would try 1 or 2 and see how it worked out. With regular cars, so far I've seen it's not so good. So, I've been doing that with the regular cars. All-Star Host, on there. So yeah, I would probably try a couple of big boy cars, see how that worked out. I'd have my 3 Rolexes. I would have about 4 or 5 big rings, diamonds, of course. Probably about 5 or 6 bracelets. I'll be wearing like 1 or 2 of them at a time. And jewelry game, that would be it for me. You know, pendant, diamonds to match what I'm doing, to match my chain and my stuff. My own company with my own logo for my company, which I already know all that stuff. I thought about all this. I have each of my kids with their own nice cars that they really want. I always thought about doing that for them. Now, if I'm 30 million and higher, then I would give each of my kids $1 million. One may not get $1 million. She'd have to wait for a very long time. Her respect level and stuff for me, no. You can't get nothing from me with disrespect, so she would wait. But the other ones, they would have at least $1 million a piece. And I wouldn't give them money all at once. Because money can be very dangerous given to the wrong person if they don't understand the responsibility of money and nice things and things that attract money. Because to me, money attracts money. So I give them like $150,000 a piece. And then after about 2 years, I give them another $150,000. And then after about another 2 years, I give them the rest of their money. And from there, if they ain't got it, they ain't got it. You know, money will tell you where their head is at. To me, it'll tell you where they're at, how they spend it and what they spend it on. It will tell you, because I can burn my own money, so I don't need to get in my money to burn. But it's about investing the money. You know, investing the money, buying things of value that appreciate, not depreciate. And different things can appreciate depending on how you're using it. But I would do that for them because no one ever did that for me. And if I'd have had something like that done for me and know what I know now back then, I would have been way in the millions. My goal is once I make $1 million, I won't even count myself a millionaire till I make at least 5. 5, then I'll say I'm a millionaire. 1 or 2 or 3, no, because it's goals after I make $1 million that I want to achieve. Once I cross the $1 million threshold, I want to celebrate every time I make $1 million. But once I cross the $1 million threshold, I want to be worth 100 million in less than 5 years after I cross the $1 million threshold. And I have a plan to make sure that, for sure, that would happen. Now, if I have, let's say, I'm living a $30 million lifestyle, then, or $100 million lifestyle, I don't think my life would change as far as material stuff, other than I buy some more properties, probably in different countries. I'd probably pick up little pieces of jewelry here and there I might like, but I pretty much like what I like, so I'll pretty much have what I already have what I wanted, jewelry wise. I have an arsenal, a gun collection of gun collections. Most of the stuff will have silences, painted the way I want them. I'm already working on that collection. I'd have that hidden in my house in a special room that nobody could access but me. I also love animals, so I might have a couple of animals that nobody ever, well, rich people have had, but a couple people, people would not have even thought that that would be there. But I would have me an RV, a really nice RV. And every home that I live in, I would have a movie theater, and I would have a gym. I want to put that gym in all my main homes. And my main homes, it would be no more than maybe 1 to 5. I would say 3 main homes, and I would have my gym in each one, and my movie theater in each one. And that way, I could just be comfortable everywhere I'm at. And I've done a lot of thinking about this, as you can see. But this is what our future is going to be. Talking to the me now, letting the me now know what our future is going to be in the future. Good bit bigger, because normally I'm a bit bigger. Keep my body weight up. That would be my daily task. To give back would be my other thing that I want to do. A way of me giving back would be Christmases, Thanksgivings, raffle to cars, giveaway on cars, giveaways on Christmas, and not a very expensive rent on any of my rental properties. So that would be my way of giving back. Everybody around me taken care of. Then I would want to do a couple of movies, be in a couple of movies, direct or make a couple of movies. I would definitely write a couple of books based on my life, my experience, and things that I went through. Hopefully people could learn from that. And my music would be out worldwide, and I would release every song I had, and I would want videos to all my songs, because I like all my music. I think all my music is real good. And by writing back together, I make new stuff. I would travel around the world. I want to travel around the world at least 3 or 4 times. I don't think you can get everything in one time. And I want to be in every place at least 2 weeks to see how I like it. So it would take some time to do that. I've done a lot of thinking about this. And I would definitely accumulate more rental properties. Preferably 300. 300 rental properties, I think I'm good. 300 to 500 rental properties, that'd be pretty good. Because when you also make money, the things you buy have to be maintained, and a lot of people don't think about that either. But I do. Things have to be maintained. That's what my life looks like on each of those levels of money. I mean, I don't see too much more material stuff that I would really want. I don't see that. I don't do too well in tight spaces, so I don't see me having a bunker underground. Yeah, you can make them big. Probably could make them nice, but I don't know. Oh, I would be trained by the best in boxing, some grappling, but the grappling for me would just be breaking arms, putting bitches to sleep. I want to get to the nitty gritty of it. I want to learn the main things. I want to become an expert at the main things. I would also do training from once I cross $1 million, at least 3 to 6 months out of the year. I would do training every year on shooting, fighting. I would definitely stay real sharp on those things, because I would want to invest the money into me as well. I don't want to depend completely upon security or bodyguards. If I did have bodyguards, I have about four. I'm good with four. I'm gonna be dangerous as they are, and almost as big as they are. About four. And depending on how they felt about having four, I'd probably rack up about another two. And that would do it for me. That's what my life would look like. I would do a lot of motivational speeches. I would definitely be a YouTuber. No matter how much I got, I would definitely be a YouTuber. Because I would want to be able to be free to say what I want to say and to motivate others as well. Now, being into all kinds of businesses. Besides real estate, car rentals, I'd be breeding dogs, some exotic animals maybe. But my main stuff would be the music and the YouTube. Those things would be my main things. Yeah, I think that would sum it up, wrap it up. And if I were to marry, prenups is the only thing I know and exists for me. A prenup. I wouldn't mind marrying, but at these days and times, it's very dangerous, not good business move, business-wise. So it would not be something, if I'm not already married, I wouldn't want to be married. I would see people date, and I would be very straightforward about the dating. If I wanted to date 3 women, I would say all 3 women, this is what I'm going to do. Because you don't know if the women are there for the money or not, and a woman doesn't equivalent to what I have achieved and my success levels. So it would be my way, or they can just go kick rocks or go find somebody else. But ain't no woman gonna come in there, I don't care what she look like, and dictate to me how I'm gonna be when I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at. And that would just be it. But I would be enjoying life, traveling, having new experiences, trying to educate myself, learning new languages, meeting lots of cultures. Because I love cultures. I come from Miami, and Miami is a melting pot, and I love Miami. And all my life, you know, it's cultures. I've been around the Spanish and all different types of Spanish. Whites, blacks, Mexicans. I love all the cultures. So for me, I don't see racism. As I said back in the days, the future to me, what I said 15, 20 years ago was the future. What I saw was a bunch of mixed breed babies running everything. A bunch of mixed breed babies doing everything. And racism was going to get faded out because the younger generation don't care about that. They're not going to be on that. So, and that's what I said 15 years ago. But yeah, that's how my life would be. At $100 million, that's how my life would be. And I would still be flying with people, with the regular people on the plane. Because I don't trust having a private plane. I think a private plane If the government wanted, they could blow your ass out the sky and say it was an accident. Nobody's ever gonna know. So I believe they got rid of some people like that. So they wanted me to have to take the whole fucking plane down with all 400 and some plus passengers. Hate to say it, but we all gonna go together, baby. Ain't no other way. If I were to get on, if it would have come to that. But I don't intend on, ruffling the feathers of no one unless they come at me. But me personally, this is what my life would be like. I would go shooting, and I would video a lot of the stuff. I would video my life and pretty much show everything of my life so people could understand what was going on. And I would do that through YouTube. That's pretty much me in a nutshell at $100 million, at $30 million, at $20 million, at $4 million. That's pretty much my life. That's what it would be. On each of those levels, the jewelry wouldn't change. Because I think that's around the biggest I would want to go. I ain't caring about having the biggest chains. I ain't caring about having the most latest car. I care about my cars being what I wanted and me being happy with them and them being decked out and fixed up the way I want it. And I would use my cars. I would use my cars for my videos, music videos, everyday videos. I would drive all the cars whenever I felt like it, having options to drive. And I love cars. So, especially convertibles, especially sports cars. I love cars. So, cars, jewelry, shoes. Oh, my closet. I like hats, but I'm not big on teams. I don't do all of that. So, hats represent my city, which is Miami. And because I'm from Miami. And I like black. So a lot of black stuff would be in there. Blue jeans, shorts. I like shorts because I'm a tropical Negro. I'm in a tropical climate. I'm a tropical Negro. So those things are important. When I like a pair of shoes, I like foams. Certain types of foams. I ain't into all the colors of shoes. If I see a shoe comes out and everybody's wearing it, but I don't like it, I ain't getting it. I don't push it on my feet if it's ugly to me. And I don't like all this colorful shit, so I'm not all on that. I think black's a soldier color, some gangster shit. I like black. So, let's say I found a pair of foams I like that were jean blue or navy, like in that electric blue color, and they look good with my jeans, I buy 3 or 4 pairs of them, maybe 5. I would have at least 5 pairs of each shoe. When I go to buy shoes, I like to buy 3 and 4 pairs of the same shoes because if I like them a lot, they'll never get old to me. Especially if they're black and they look good. And I wear a lot of black. So for me, the shoes don't get old to me. So, yeah, that's what I would do. So my closet would be pretty simple. I might have a couple of Louis Vuitton bags. I ain't big on all that name brand shit for traveling. I might have a couple just to say, I got the bag. That's my bag, and I know it when I see it. But personally, plain stuff is cool with me too. If it's made nice, good quality material, I'm with it. And I would have my own shirts made, custom made shirts the way I like them made. I ain't big on suits. I don't like all that shit. But I would probably have me about 5 suits. And they would be expensive. I'm talking $3,000 to $5,000 expensive. Each suit. If I'm gonna wear some shit, it's gonna be tailored to me, and it's gonna be $3,000 to $5,000. And if I could have it bulletproof, it would be. Um, but that would be my life pretty much. That would be my life. Cameras all over my cribs. Everything wired to my phones. So I know what's going on at all times. All my cars having these alarms that I can crank them up from wherever I'm at, let them run for about 10, 15 minutes, turn them off, auto starts. I will use the money as a tool. Money for me, I don't need to be a billionaire. I ain't gonna turn down no money if they're gonna give it to me. But I'm not willing to do anything for money and everything for money. And money for me would be more like a tool, because I know money comes and goes. Happiness for me is what it's really about, because the moments are what's going to live forever in our minds, and making a mark on the planet is what's going to live forever. The videos are going to live forever, but the money will just come and go, and you can't take it with you when you leave. It would never be a U-Haul behind a hearse. So for me, that's my dream car list. That's my house list. That's my jewelry list. I probably have a couple of grills, but they will all be diamonded out. Maybe one grill would be gold. And if it was, it'd be 18 to 24 karat gold. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way. Don't make sense to be, I ain't cheap about anything. You know, even if I'm buying someone else a gift. I do everything for people the same way I would do it for myself. That's how I've always lived. That's always been my belief. And I've been like that since I was 15. I've always had a voice in my head that guides me, tells me everything, is always talking to me. I can see straight through people, and it tells me if they're lying or not. Body language, tone, the way they respond, the way they answer questions, the stuff that they say, the expression they give, it tells me everything. I've had this with me a long time, and I've talked with it a long time. So it shows me scenarios. It teaches me the thinking of people, and I can predict what they'll say and what they'll do. So I love that voice, and it's my voice. It took me years to figure out about that voice, what it was I was hearing, and whose voice was it. It's your voice. So yeah, that kind of money, that kind of lifestyle, my voice with me, my higher self, God is first, of course, in everything I do. I just be open to learning more languages. I want to master, I want to be fluent in Spanish. Spanish is another big language that's spoken in a lot of different places. Different dialects, different accents, different ways they use their words, different slangs. But it's still, you know, it's still a big universal language to me. Next, I guess, my type of women. I like all types. But a man is a visual and a physical creature, so she got to have certain things I like, certain body parts, and they can't be fake. I don't do fake. I don't do any of the fake stuff. Fake booties, no. You're disqualified over here. I don't believe in that. You can build the real one. Yeah. So next one will be women and places I want to travel. My travel list. Well, I can say a couple of the places here, like my first 5. Dominican Republic is a place on my list in my top 5 first places to go. Panama is another one. Costa Rica is another one. Paraguay, I've heard about that. Africa was really one of my number ones, but what really got me with Africa was you need to take 8 shots just to go over there, and I don't want to take 8 shots to go over there. I love it, That would have been the first on my list, but I don't want to take 8 shots to go over there. And then when I actually get the chance to go, I want to see Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Germany, Colombia too, but I don't know. Brazil, Colombia. I want to see their beaches. I really like to look at the beach, take walks on the beach. It calms me down. It's real relaxing and calming, soothing and calming, and so yeah, that and Paris, England. Australia too. I know the women are nice looking over there. They're nice looking everywhere. But Australia just, and I like animals, but especially kangaroos. But everything in Australia could kill you, from insects to snakes to jellyfish to, yeah. So Australia is not something I'm really wanting to go over. Like, it's a must, like right away. Paris. Iceland. I want to see Wim Hof. He's a person I definitely want to meet, and I want to learn his way and be trained in the cold water thing. I do a lot of cold showers too, so that as well. But at 5 million, I'd already be done all of this stuff. At 5 million, 3 million, 3 to 5, I'd already be done all this stuff. Once I get up to 10, I'd be redoing it, going back to all the places I like. And a bunch of other places that I didn't get to name because, you know, this video was more about my dream car list, lifestyles at different tax brackets. Different lifestyles at different tax brackets, how I would live, what I would have, and what I would do. So, hopefully. Oh, and the jewelry thing, I'm used to having big jewelry. I've had jewelry all my life. Mr. T was a person I really liked, you know, with all the jewelry. I really liked Mr. T. I remember playing in my grandma's jewelry box with all the beads and pearls and, you know, but I knew when I got older I was going to get jewelry. And I only like real stuff. I don't believe in fake. I don't even believe in wearing fake. My skin will turn green if I put it on. And fake stuff messes me up. So I can't even wear fake if I wanted to. I would like break out. If I put on a fake chain and I say I walk out in that sun, 15, 20 minutes later, my whole neck will be green, black looking from where I put the chain on. And it'll be on my skin. My body will not accept it. And that's true. God's truth. So for me, I don't believe in fake jewelry. Because I believe if you'll wear a big fake jewelry, you'll lie about most of the stuff about yourself. People who do fake things got to lie to keep up, to try to make the real stuff, make the fake stuff seem real. They got to tell a lot of lies. And I don't care or believe in lying to people. A real man is his word. Your word. If you take everything away from people and they just had their words, the people who lie wouldn't even have a place to be on this planet. Because nobody wants to deal with a liar. And that's just what it is. That's how I feel about it. So a real man keeps his word and he tells the truth. You know, either you got it or you don't. And since I don't have my jewelry back, I will only wear what I do have. I have more that's made, but I need money to get it out. My shit is expensive. So, like right now, I'm getting ready to buy the 3-pound chain. And the gold one first, and I'm gonna diamond out the locks on the chain and the big 600 to 800 gram Cuban link bracelet and diamond out the locks, put my name on that. And then my other big star ring, and then my grill, and then one of my Rolexes. And then I got a big diamond bracelet that goes with this bracelet. And I want to buy another big ring too for each hand. But the only ring that's important is the other big star ring, which is another big pinky ring that I want to take out. So I'm just doing it in pieces as I could afford it. I had all the stuff. Last relationship made me have to get rid of a lot of my stuff to pay the bills, to fix my things, to start over. I took a big loss. So that relationship taught me what marriage would be like. The only thing we were missing was a piece of paper. I've had relationships throughout the years where I've lived with my baby's moms. And no, marriage is something I'm not jumping and shouting about. And if I were to do it, it'd be a prenup involved. Because she's going to show that she's with me for me and not my money. If she don't want to do that, she could kiss my ass with her tongue hanging out on a big wheel on a hot summer's day. And yeah, she could suck a whole bag of dicks. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't marrying nobody without a prenup. Ain't nobody coming in and getting in with me talking about building if I'm already built. No. A lot of women try to throw them words around and use them words, and a lot of weak men go for that shit, but not me. I see all the men with money, what they've had to pay. I've been in child support court since I was 17, since I was 18. So, no. Marriage is not something I want to do. I don't see it as beneficial to a man. Business-wise, it's not smart. And that's the way I see it. And for women who think that, oh, well, marriage don't matter, you don't have to do it, let me say this, and I'm going to end this video. Marriage is important to a man. It is not our goal, our number one goal, but it is a goal to a man. But we don't have to have it, and we don't care if we do have it. All right? But if a man is not married to you, there are certain things that are not going to be done for you, because a man, the way we see a wife and the way we see a woman, we're just kicking it with, are two different things. And women think that men should just be men with all women. And we are men with all women, but we're not going to be a husband with all women. That's just not the way things are going to go. We're not going to be a husband with all women. So, the way I see it, if a relationship doesn't work out, she wasn't the one for me. She wasn't wife material. It was just my turn. She wasn't mine. It was just my turn. That's it. So, I got a no-nonsense policy when it comes to women, because women are very dangerous. They switch and change their minds so easily. They're opportunists to me, and they will change. If a person comes along that got more than you, they will change. So as men, you should never have your woman around other males, friends of yours. Shouldn't be taking her to things where a bunch of men are going to be, because you are getting her familiar with those men and getting her around men. And next thing you know, the guy would only want to fuck her that claimed to be your friend because she was yours. He don't want it. He just want to hit it because she was yours. And women are so stupid, they believe that the man really want them and take care of them, going to wife them up, and that's not what's going to happen. So keep her in the house, take her places with you, travel with her, do all your normal things with her. You know, she can know of people you deal with, but don't bring her around people you deal with, because that ain't her place. That's what I believe. She's for me, she should be for me. I mean, my guys come around to see, but she ain't going to be nowhere in the room and around us when we there. I don't need making shit for them. None of that. She serves me. She deals with me. I'm beating that thing down 2-3 times a day, every day or every other day. That's her job, keeping me entertained. If I got all that shit, she gonna keep me entertained. She want me to be in the house. She want me to just be with her. She's gonna give me what I want. or she's gonna have to share. It might take two of them, it might take three of them, just to fulfill me. But all of them gonna be in understanding, and all of them gotta get along. And preferably, I would prefer women that like other women, so it ain't no beefing in the place. Because I ain't dealing. And women can make a lot of stupid things because they're jealous and insecure, and anybody with me would not have to worry about that. I don't make trades like that. I don't get rid of what I got to go somewhere else. So I just mirror back what people give to me back to them. But I have a no-nonsense policy when it comes to women. And with money comes power, and woman can be very dangerous. She could be laying next to you and be your worst enemy, get you killed over your money. So now, she didn't earn none of that shit. She didn't help me build it. She ain't entitled to any of it. She shouldn't be there for my money. She should be there for me. And if she ain't there for me, she don't need to be there. You know? You can knock her off and drop her off. You know what I'm saying? You could eat it, beat it, and repeat it if it's good. If not, cancel them. Next. That's the way it is to me. That's the way it gotta go. That's the way it gonna be. I'm giving her a full package. Money, house, car. She ain't gotta worry about nothing. She with me. And a body, so she ain't gotta be looking around, this, and that. I'm killing myself. That's a lot of work. And women still, gonna do what they gonna do. I don't trust them. So, and if I meet a chick, at this point, the Western women to me is about to be obsoleted. Because there's way more women than men in the world. And man can't marry all of them even if we wanted to. And they really don't want to share the women. So if I get a woman, she'd be overseas and she would stay overseas. We go do a lot of nice things over there. She'd be well taken care of. But over there. Don't bring her to the U.S. These other women will pollute your woman. I know women very well. Trust me. No, not good. But throughout my life, I got treated pretty good by women because I believe you're making a verbal contract when you first get with a woman. And you need to lay down a law about what things are, what you're cool with, what you're not cool with from the beginning. So that's my, thing about this. Wanted to say this, and I wanted to do it in this setting. I did it, done it, and first take, I don't do all them, you get what you get. Either you like it or you don't, but I'm going to give you the real me. And that's what I want people to know me by, the real me. I'll give you as best as I can get it, but it's really based on that. And, yeah, so there you go. That's my perspective. Tony, out.